Cross coming forward, headed away by Benny Reid, chased down by Ethan Taylor. Ethan Taylor back, looking to get back into Benny Reid. And now Fernandez down this right hand, nonchalantly gets past Molded and now striding down this right hand side. Still with lots of gets the pass cross. It's flicked back by Thompson. It was a good run though, once again from Fernandez, who has been so lively throughout the whole of this game.
Now ball back with ours.
Charlie Basma winning his header inside, midway inside his own half. Ngalo into Taylor on the halfway line, looking to keep it in Gosport possession, but Moulding just stabs it onto Brain. Brain into Kalala, midway inside the Gosport half, goes back to Brain. And now Rice calling for the ball. He gets the ball up against Benny Reid, and Benny Reid sticks out a boot. But it does fall to Hours across in towards the back post. And it was Robinson with the header there into the gloves, fortunately, of Henry Blackledge.
Confidence and doing the basics. That's pretty much it. Basics slowing us down. You can't do the basics.
And there we go. We should be back on YouTube. Michael Fernandez, he's got Ethan Taylor making a run in front of him, but Michael Fernandez instead chooses Casimir, who offloads it into Taylor. Taylor back into Casimir. Casimir lining up a shot. It takes the block from Thompson, and the clearance falls tiny to Ngalo midway inside the Peacock's half. That was another opportunity for the striker to get his hat-trick. He already got 2 in the first half, and those 2 goals still give Gosport the lead in the second half. Gunson left into Kaya Shocker, who returns it back into the former Sholing man and Charlie Gunson. Ethan Taylor outside the centre circle inside the Taunton half. Chips the ball over the Taunton back line. It's being well brought down by Benny Reid. Reid looking to pull it back, intercepted by Taunton. And now they're looking to come down the left-hand channel in a counter-attack. Robinson escapes past Rory Williams. It's a good striding run, taking it left to the 18-yard box. Rory Williams slips. Luckily, Charlie Basma wins and gets in front of the shot. It's end-to-end stuff. Once again, Ngalo hanging across behind the Taunton back line. This one is dealt with by Hours, and it can't find Michael Fernandez. Jeremy, it's still just as end-to-end as it was in the first half.
Yeah, I've seen bits and pieces down below, just sort of gone down, and so it's busy down there as well. So I reckon we're on for probably about another 1,000 in the gate today. Yeah, I think we're not far short of it. But yeah, I've sort of seen bits and pieces since I've been downstairs, and yeah, it's pretty much sort of carried on as it has at the end of the first half, James.
No, pretty much, yeah. Benny Reid on the near side, preparing to take this throw. He's got Casimir and Luke Cook making a run in front of him. So Benny Reid has a few options to pick from.
Looking for an option in front of him.
Benny Reid throwing it into Ethan Taylor. Ethan Taylor right at the box, launching in across. Well read by Thompson, who hits it into the sky. The clearance falls to the head of Gunson, but charged down once again by Thompson midway inside the Peacock's half, before eventually Charlie Gunson recovers possession on the far side. Well, Jeremy, what do you think the Peacocks need to do in order to get back into this game?
Take some chances. It's an obvious question, and that's really the answer from our Taunton colleagues. I literally just said take some chances.
Or at the same time, just score.
Right, well, I'll tell you what, you kind of asked.
I don't think I could have walked for that anymore.
Did that any better?
No, I just said take some chances. But it's still, it was pretty simple. I'll tell you what, in my opinion, I still don't think it would take much for this game to turn. So, yeah, we've still got quite a long way to go here. So
Luke Cook looking to feed a ball into Casimir, can't get onto the end of it. And Taunton are clearing with all these Gosport attacks at the moment. Half-time chat must have worked as they're countering down the right-hand side. Kalala leading the charge up against Kaya Shocker. A good reverse through boy, can't find Rice. Fortunately, Henry Blackledge goes down, does well to recover the ball. And the Luton loanee, being such a staple in between the sticks for Gosport this game. He'll be looking to keep a clean sheet though. Only kept the 2 so far since signing for Gosport. Probably should have had a few more actually,
Taunton 0. Those two
but he's
goals
been
for
key since being
Newcastle.
brought in. Roy Williams inside his own half, hacking the ball forward. And a deflection there from the visitors just allows it to return back into Gosport possession. Reed into Michael Fernandez on the near side. He's got Ethan Taylor in front of him, but cut out. Michael Fernandez on the near side.
So I do think it'll be up around the 1,000 mark. I really do.
Just on the halfway line here in front of us all in retail.
Yeah, I could just feel it for the first time. So James is tweeting, so let's keep an eye on it. We've had 10 minutes of the second half here at the AI Stadium. Gosport still leading by those two first half goals to nil. A frustrating afternoon indeed for the visitors this afternoon as it stands.
Well, Luke Cook coming down his left-hand side, edge of the box, looking to go for a shot. In the end, it's straight down the throat of Phillips. Luke Cook looking to write his name on the score sheet though today.
Yeah, it's been a little while because of course he scored against Bracknell, didn't he?
Yeah, a while back though. Yeah,
and he's had a bit more injury frustration. So, but yeah, that some venom behind it, that shot. But you're absolutely right. It was straight at the goalkeeper. The referee just pulling play back for a brain needing treatment here for Taunton. So a little bit of an impasse. Now we're sort of discussing what the attendance could be here at the AI because
you said it does look to be around.
I think it's not going to be far short of it because having gone downstairs, it's very, very busy down just to the right of the stand, and that's a good indicator for me as to how many people we're going to have in. So we just have to wait to see for the official figure when it arrives, and we'll wait for that with interest.
Oh, we sure do. There is an injury at the moment. A Taunton player down inside the centre circle. Brain it is for the visitors. Allows me to get you some scores from the Southern League though today.
See if any scores have updated. That's going to be interesting.
By the looks of it, nothing's really changed since earlier. We've got a few half times. Uxbridge goalless at home.
There's a few 0-0s, wasn't there?
A lot of 0-0s. The only one we didn't cover, because it was a late goal, scored by Havant and Waterlooville at home to Gloucester City. It's that man once again, Ryan Seeger, scoring from the penalty spot in 44 minutes. We mentioned prolific strikers. He's certainly that.
He is absolutely on fire, that guy at the moment. And it would be a very interesting situation if both Walton and Gloucester lost today. The top, you're looking at the top two, both slipping up. But again, it's still too early to say that for sure. Now here, Gosport on the attack with Casimir. Ball out with Fernandez on the right-hand side. He's still sizing up the cross, but no, he just stops with a little 1-2 with Taylor here. Gosport trying to find that good pass with Benny Reed. No, he's lost. He wanted too much time. The catch was too heavy, and Taunton will get it away.
Charlie Basmer on the halfway line. It's a risky back pass. Henry Blackledge is going to have to come out of his own box, to redeem Charlie Basmer's poor back pass. I'm not quite sure what he was trying to do there, Charlie.
Yeah, it was a little bit kamikaze from us in there, I'm afraid.
Well, Moulding coming down this left-hand side. He's got Brain in front of him, but Moulding's going to go alone. Eventually feeds it into Brain. Gosport are calling for offside, and Brain pulls a shot onto the crossbar. The fullback from Robinson can't be turned in. But that is the second time in this game in which the Peacocks have shot onto the crossbar. It certainly is. Klala on this right-hand side looking to come inside of his man. Edge of the box into Brain. Brain going for a shot. Benny Reed goes sliding in to knock it away. But Brain just relentlessly trying to fling in crosses. So far, all of them have been pretty unsuccessful. Brain, this time going for a square back pass into Mulder. You see his shot into the bottom right corner. And the Peacocks have a goal back in this game. It was Moulding, edge of the box, rifling a low shot. He's only scored 2 times this season. But that looked sure from the finisher. Jeremy, they've got a goal back in this game.
Yeah, I did say 57 minutes I've pulled back. Got it. Ladies and gentlemen, goal for Taunton in the 57th minute. The score number 20, Alfie Moss.
It was a good finish by the midfielder.
No, I can't.
Well, you see, this is what I was saying. It won't take much to swing the game the other way. Now, Taunton have been banging on the door all afternoon in one way or the other. Now they have their goal. This is going to be interesting now to see how Gosport respond to that, and we'll see whether that then pushes Taunton on because they've got a foothold. So we're going to. This is where it gets interesting for me, James. Very interesting.
Well, it's a test of how Gosport react now.
Yeah, I think it's how both teams react. Really, I think
the
the next phase of this game is upon us now. And I think Glenn House is about to make a change. Just see.
Well, I think we need to. I haven't started the second half too well.
And I can confirm the attendance has come through just as that goal went in. We have got 941.
Good.
941.
Strong showing.
Game is 941. 941.
Well, that will get posted on our socials later. But once again, so close to that 1,000 mark. A strong showing from the Gosport faithful as usual. Thompson on the far side, dipping the ball over the Gosport midfield. It picks out Brain on the far side. He looks to come inside of Rory Williams, still storming forward. Williams goes sliding in. A sliding challenge still goes into Taunton possession. Hours on the near side, pulling back a pass. But Ngalo goes sliding in, still knocking it back into Taunton possession. Although this one a little bit further back for the visitors. Thompson into Hours. Into Rice on this near side. He threads a good through ball into Purrington. Purrington pulling the ball back. Once again, finds Rory Williams. Tracks back well there. And Gosport are just failing to clear their lines as it stands. Ethan Taylor brought down by Hours.
He's in trouble there. Taylor's in trouble.
Well, it looked like a nasty challenge there.
He's in all sorts of trouble. He's in all sorts of trouble.
Well, Ethan Taylor's holding his back. He looks real discomfort.
He went down hard. I heard that. It's an impact on his lower back.
Well, Shucker on the far side. Ethan Taylor sort of back up.
Playing on, but he's going to get himself back up. But he went down heavily there.
Well, you got absolutely flattered into there from Hours.
But it was really, for me, the impact as he went down. You heard it, you felt it.
Oh, he's still holding the bottom of his back. He looks to be in some pain, the Gosport striker.
Yeah, the challenge was robust.
We got a card coming up.
Hours receiving a yellow for that challenge on Ethan Taylor. And as the referee just plucks out the yellow card, Gosport look to be imminently preparing a substitution.
Yeah, it will be. And it comes as no surprise because what they need to do is steady the ship because obviously Taunton now have got the momentum behind them, having got the goal back. And how many times have we seen it this season?
Yeah.
In this situation. We've seen it so often. So just learn the lessons. You just need to calm it down now.
Well, ball played over the Gosport back line. Kalala looked to be certain through on goal. Blackledge does excellently well to deny the striker. Completely puts the as it goes out for a Gosport goal kick, and Henry Blackledge doing just enough to put the striker off his game.
I'll tell you what, I think we're slightly lucky there. The referee saw nothing untoward in that. But that was a big opportunity for Taunton there. But yeah, I think what you need to be doing, look to steady the ship and just calm it down because Gosport at the moment are like rabbits caught in the headlights. The momentum's completely shifted on the other way.
Well, looking at the potential substitutions who could come on, perhaps steady that ship like you mentioned. Adam Tommaso,
Finwell Smith and Tommaso.
Even Dan Wooden for a bit of experience.
I'm going to say Tommaso because he needs to be able to run the game. And also, you need the extra. You need the extra at the back. So I think Smith will be a good one. Now, who's going to take off for that? I don't know. We'd have to sort of look at it. But
no game is ever over when you're on 2-0.
Yeah. Well, 18 minutes played of the second half. You're listening to Gosport Radio, and we are. And it's that pass from Charlie Basma. It was so nearly picked up by Brain. Once again, Henry Blackledge is saving Charlie Basma's skin. That's two completely reckless passes back. And now Brain coming forward for the visitors, still marching forward. But this time he runs into trouble. Hours into Rice. Rice escapes past Benny Reed and ends up blasting a shot into the side netting. And we talk about players we're bringing off. I think I'll take off Charlie after
I'll
that.
tell you what,
He's not having a good game
I've
at
got
all.
to ask you. I've got to ask the question: how was he doing there?
It's really
It
poor,
was.
really
It
poor.
was absolutely kamikaze. Now, Gosport, they've got to do something. They are absolutely all over the show at the moment. And yeah, there is a lot going on downstairs on the Gosport Borough Technical area. So substitutions are imminent, and they've got to happen. They've got to happen. And I think, for me, I think Charlie's going to be an inevitable one after.
Well, I think so.
Not once,
It
but
was
twice.
really poor defending.
I'd
I'd bring
straight
Finn
away
Walsh-Smith.
Walsh-Smith on.
That's gonna be.
I love Charlie to bits.
Ethan Taylor on the halfway line looking to pick out Casimir, but in the end, well intercepted by Taunton.
I love Charlie to bits, James, but he cannot keep doing that because,
But there's been a few times across the season now he's done that. He has shown his age.
Anyway,
a little
here
bit.
we go. Here comes the change. You're absolutely
Yep.
right about Caborn.
Well, Cable's going to be coming on for Ethan Taylor.
Taylor off.
I wonder if
one or
that
is it
was
two?
partly to
Just
do
the
with
one?
him injuring himself around 5 minutes ago when he went over the bag of ours.
Yeah. Gosport Borough substitution coming on number 17 and Trevor Caborn replacing number 25, Ethan Tate.
And Ethan Taylor getting a loud round of applause.
I think you need something to steady the ship. 10 and 8. So Gunson off. Tomaso on. So that's a midfield switch. And Gosport's second change. Coming on number 8, Adam Tomaso, replacing number 10, Charlie Gunson.
Well, Charlie hasn't really had much of a role to play in the second half. And Ethan Taylor taking it
He
on.
was good in the first. I thought he was good in the first, personally, but yeah, second half he's faded a bit. And you have to expect it because he's missed most of the season through injury,
exactly.
so he's still getting that fitness back. But Tomaso will be a big influence in the midfield. He may sort of drop back and help out defensively quite a lot, but I think the changes were needed. I really do.
Are you surprised not to see Finn Walsh-Smith come
Yes,
into the
I am,
pitch?
because I don't like saying it, but Charlie Wassmer is not on a good afternoon, and I still think that another mistake will be crucial.
Yeah.
But here we go, though. I was about to say, strong run down the left-hand side. Is that Cook? Yes, I think it is. But horrid keeper there from Frankie Phillips. So Taunton just trying to keep doing as they're doing, which is push, 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 because that's what they have to do now. They're back in the game. They've got a foothold. And let's see if they're able to do something with it, James. Still going?
Yep, still doing a few more.
Not that I mind. So Taunton still have possession in their own midfield. Thompson now down the right, just very casually just trotting with the ball, but now sort of pushing forward. James?
And now Taunton still coming down this right-hand side is spraying up against Rory Williams. He goes outside of Williams before jinking back in. Can't get his pass across. Well defended by Ngalo. Ours is appealing for a penalty. Koala lines up a shot, saved by Blackledge. It drops to Robinson, but he can't do anything with it. Gosport clear their lines. Once again, Henry Blackledge needed there.
The frustrating thing for me is they backed off. There was no urgency. You had all the time in the world over there.
Oh, another through ball evades so many Gosport players. Ours with a low-driven ball in, needing the intervention from Henry Blackledge.
I mean, you stop expecting the offside. It's not given, and suddenly they've got a big opportunity and they're straight through.
Yeah.
Jeez, it's just.
I think your reactions are starting to sum up the second half. Well, it's a Jekyll and Hyde,
Basics.
the first half from the second half.
I mean,
We've completely switched off.
colleagues said about the first half doing the basics, and exactly what we're not doing this half. It's exactly the same.
Well, Ngalo down for the home side.
Also ages us. It does. Yeah. I mean,
I have been told they started a few National League South games for Salisbury before starting to fade out of the squad. So maybe once again trying to get his fitness back again. And Philly Walsh-Smith starting to warm up on the near side.
I do think he's going to be needed. Because we've still got 20 odd minutes to go here, James. It's a long way to go. A lot of football still to be played. And Gosport still at 6s and 7s for me. You know, they look very good in the first 5 to 10 minutes, but certainly they've sort of lost their way a little bit in the second half. Yates have
I
equalised.
was going to say, that's a great score, mate. If I try and load it up
I tell
again.
you what, you're looking at a situation at the moment where the top three are all dropping points.
Oh, that's great for us. Like you said, Yates Town.
It's great for us if you can
levels.
get a result from this, but that's by far no means guaranteed. So,
Oh, I was talking about Yates Town getting a goal, but that's great
yeah,
for
but
us.
I'm looking at the bigger picture. It's good for them, but what you've got then, you've got first, second, and third all dropping points.
Oh,
at the moment.
yeah.
You've got because Walton are still behind at Weymouth.
Yep.
Haven't are now 2-0 up against Gloucester. Seager again, and now you've got Hull dropping points to home today.
They seem to have such a good record at home as well, Paul Town. So if they were to drop points today, I mean, what ramifications that could have on the
I
title?
think it'll be an interesting
race.
day, certainly, like on Boxing Day when all of the clubs down the bottom won their matches.
Yeah.
Nobody expected them to do it. Only that.
Well, ours inside his own half, charged down by Trevor Caborn. The two substitutes linking up nicely. Tommaso dinking the ball over, but it's well defended by Taunton, blasting it out for a gospel throw-in.
Oh no, let's wait because I thought launch the ball over into
I was going to say, I was just waiting for Benny Reid to blast in a throw-in.
No, you can wait a minute.
Well, Benny Reid, deep inside the Taunton half with his throw-in, takes it into Trevor Caborn, and now Michael Fernandez on the near side. And does well enough to win gospel another throw-in a little bit further back, just in line with the 20-yard box.
On this right-hand side, Reid is going to have his ball in hand.
So Benny Reid with another throw-in.
It's going to be another short throw. He's going to try and launch it.
And once again into Trevor Caborn, who brings it down well, but he's surrounded by two players and just sandwiched on and loses possession, unfortunately.
Play it long on the chest now.
And now Robinson chests it down up against Charlie Vasmer. And Robinson still running, but he's lost possession to Michael Fernandez, who does well to pick it up midway inside Taunton's half. Luke Cook on the far side has Shaka arriving on the overlap, but Luke Cook's going to go alone. Forced into running backwards and passing it into Adam Tommaso. And Rory Williams inside his own half.
Number 19. Not surprised. Okay, Pat's messaged me, so I know it's going to be presented.
Rory Williams
Yeah.
dinks in the ball, and it's pretty much hit straight into Moulding.
Fortunately, we're not playing very well just at the moment.
And I'm not sure.
Thanks, Joe.
Shout for man of the match there.
The sponsor's choice is Casimir.
He has had a great game, but I think Henry Blackledge could be writing his name into that. Especially, he's got a lot of work to do for the remainder of this half.
Yeah, I think for me it's Blackledge because without somebody's saves, it would be a very different scoreline.
100%. Admittedly, he's taking his chances extremely well, Casimir, but yeah, he's been on fire today, Blackledge.
Yes, I think the saves have been crucial, very, very crucial.
A ball comes into the Taunton box, headed into the air by Taunton, picked up by Michael Fernandez outside the 18-yard box, and he blasts his shot in the end well over the Taunton crossbar.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official attendance at the AO Stadium this afternoon is 941. 941. Thank you very much indeed.
Like we were saying earlier, Jeremy, that's a great attendance here.
I didn't think we were far short of 1,000. Yeah, it's a shame we didn't actually break it, but to be fair, that's still fantastic and keeps us comfortably in the top three in the attendance table this season. We rarely go below sort of 700 or 800 for league matches these days.
Brain, 20 yards out from the Gosport goal, looking to play through Callum. But in the end, a little bit too much behind the pass, allowing it to go out for a Gosport goal kick. I've just noticed Henry Blackledge exchanging a few words with Charlie Vasmer. I wonder what was said there.
Yeah, wouldn't you want to be the fly in the air? Because you can't have a fly on the wall, can you? But
Not for that one.
I'd love to hear that because I imagine there's considerable frustration. I mean, Charlie, we know, is an experienced player and he knows better than doing some of the things he's done this afternoon.
Thompson winning possession down the right-hand side up against Rory Williams, and Williams brushes Thompson to the floor, but Thompson immediately jumps back up, trying to keep it in play. In the end, Kaya Shocker and Rory Williams team up, doing just enough to win themselves a throw-in on the far side. Still deep inside the Gosport half. And I wonder if there's been any more scores in the Southern League. Oh, Plymouth Parkway, the team we managed to beat last week, they lead away to Uxbridge. James Watts Barcela scoring for the visitors there.
I find they travel well, actually. I heard Truro say that as well with the road trips. It really bonds them. And yeah, Plymouth, I think, have actually been better away this season than they have been at home.
Brain inside the Gosport box loses possession. Trevor Caborn hitting it high into the air, brought down by Thompson. Taunton still loads of players in this half, well, Gosport half that is, for Taunton. Nearly every outfield player inside the Gosport half, actually. As Rice, outside the 18-yard box, goes right into Kalala. Kalala looks to dink in the ball, and a deflection from Kaya Shocker overturns it out for a Peacock's corner on the far side. And now, half an hour nearly played of this second half. Gosport leading by just 2 goals to 1. Such a slender advantage, leading 2-0 at the break. But to be fair, the Peacocks, they've responded well in this second half.
Yeah, well, I expected no less of them, to be honest.
By the corner, Cole did. It finds the head of Robinson. He steered it towards goal. And Henry Blackledge immediately jumping to his left, gathering the ball. Such safe hands today.
Yeah, no, in fairness, without, as I'll say it again, without Blackledge,
I think he has to be man of the match
for me.
today.
But obviously the sponsors have chosen differently. But for me, I would be saying Blackledge all day long.
Shouldn't we need our own media man of the match award?
Perhaps we can come up with one.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Perrington coming forward for the visitors, 20 yards out, right into Kalala.
Dan Wooden's coming on.
Kalala looking to go inside of Shocky, goes for a low-driven cross. And the angle was deceptive, blasted straight into the side netting.
It's a double. 18.
And Gosport have just made 2 more changes. Luke Cookoff in replacement of Dan Wooden.
And the second one.
And Finley Walsh-Smith will be coming on the field of play. But for who? It will be Benny Reid. I'm surprised at that.
Everything is going in 2 coming on the table.
Ladies and gentlemen, double substitution for Gosport Borough coming on. Number 4, Finn Walsh-Smith. And number 9, Dan Wooden. They are replacing number 2, Benny Reid. And number 18, Luke Cook.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting now.
I'm not sure I would have brought Reid with his amount of pace.
As I said, it's interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, you've got the reasons, isn't there?
Yeah.
But as we were saying, those 2 players can walk off with their heads held high.
Yes, they can.
2 great games today from both of them.
Yeah, well, then obviously he's an experienced manager and he's made his mind up. But for me, that's 2 very interesting changes. Obviously, we did think we needed Finn Walsh-Smith out there because defensively, not so good this afternoon. And Finn Walsh-Smith, though a young player, plays as though he's a player 10 years older. The way he plays and his awareness and his vision. So they need that kind of influence out there. Wooden, of course, the talisman, target man up front, might just steal that decisive goal that takes the game away from Taunton. You never know. May or may not happen. But we shall see what happens over the remaining 13 minutes here, James, because 13 minutes left here at the AI. Gosport still leading by those 2 goals to 1. Taunton by far the better side in the second half, James.
Tommaso storming down the right-hand side, but runs into trouble there.
The corner of the game then for Gosport on this right-hand side.
Doesn't look like it at the moment, does it?
Yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah, never know.
I don't know what's happening there. It's gone really glitchy. I
I
wonder if the internet's gone.
So the man who's got 2 goals to his name.
Yeah, I'm still on. Don't know.
Tapping the
I
Borough's
think the
bar into
internet's
ground.
just getting a little bit slow now here at the AI Stadium. A bit like the Gosport legs.
Too right.
Ref has told them to hurry up. There's number 20 over it. So Fernandez then going to take this corner. Not heard now.
Oh, Gosport with the corner from the near side, swung in at the back post, headed away by Taunton, and the follow-up from the number 7 Rice cleared away by Gosport. Being picked up by Rory Williams, who hits it back into the danger zone. Dan Wooden looks to go goal side, but in the end flagged up for offside.
You see, that's where Wooden's effective. You know, there was a bit of a tussle there. His physicality offers Gosport something different now in this final phase of the game. They've got one sort of dynamic, pacey striker for a more physical presence, who's more of the out-and-out target man. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays, James.
Well, 34 minutes played of the second half. Just over 10 minutes left to go. Gosport still leading by those 2-1. The brace scored from Hisham Kasamu. But it feels like it's been a lifetime since those 2 Gosport goals. This second half, it's all been Taunton, and they're on their attack at the moment through this left-hand side. Hours into Brain. Brain left of the 18-yard box, goes for a low-driven cross. Cleared away by Charlie Vasmer, but it falls immediately back into Hours, who is brought down just on the edge of this left-hand centre side, 20 yards or so out.
That was a bit of a clumsy one from Tommaso for me. He knew what he was doing, but it was clumsy. And that's given, all that's achieved is that's given Taunton a free kick in a prominent position there, James.
Well, like you said, it's a great position, left of centre. Just in line, I would say, with the edge of the box, a few yards left, I would say. But the 2 players over this free kick for the visitors are Rice and Molden. A 2-man Gosport wall in front of him. Maybe ambitious to go for a shot from here. Rice lifts his arm in the air, swings in across, punched away by a Blackledge. Once again there to save the day. And then the fallout falls to Shocker, who clears it, and it's been chased down by Casamu, the man who got 2 Gosport goals. He finds Michael Fernandez with the high hit pass. In the end, Michael Fernandez is forced into running it out of play.
Right, well, I'll tell you what, that's the best move they've put together in the whole of the second half.
Yeah.
I know there was no end product to it, but the break was lightning, it was quick, it was good into play, good awareness. The end product was missing, but that is better. That is better.
Well, it looks like we're fine with giving Taunton possession now. It's just, like I said, how resolute can we be with defending?
I think Finn Walsh-Smith, you can already tell he's out there doing his thing, because he's already had a couple of crucial clearing headers. And I think the changes made has steadied the ship a little bit. And I've noticed they pushed Fernandez further up the pitch, James. They pushed him further up. Excuse me, so his pace can certainly hurt.
Dan Wooden playing the through ball into Michael Fernandez. He chases it down, skips past Phillips. Go on, goal. Can he put it in the back of the net? Yes, he can, but the flag is up offside. He did all the hard work. Everyone in the AI Stadium, I think, thought it was Gosport 3. But Michael Fernandez loses his goal to the offside flag.
I'll tell you what,
It was a tight call. That.
Unpopular opinion if you're of Gosport persuasion, but I think they've got that one dead right. Wasn't much in it, but
I think that was a lot tighter than what it looked on the eye, that one. Well, it's a breath of air once again from Taunton.
But I'll tell you what though, James, I'm sorry to just...
Oh, and that's a little bit of a risky pass
out there. That is much too casual for me. Stop it. Hook it in.
They're playing with their hearts here, I think.
Rather.
Trevor Caborn on the near side, back into Finley Walsh-Smith. Now Charlie Vasmer, 15 yards outside his own
Not
box.
play with that lack of urgency at the back when you're only leading 2-1 with 8 to play. You can't do it.
Oh, it goes back to that saying, playing to the whistle. Schoolboy stuff.
Oh,
Well, luckily, Taunton didn't capitalise from that chance. Although, like I've been saying, throughout most of the second half, they've been knocking on the door the whole of it. And they are desperate to get something out of this game, the visitors. But not too much longer left to go. 37 minutes played of this second half. Gosport still leading, although narrowly, by 2-1. Taunton playing it out from the back at the moment. Kalala into Molden on the halfway line. And now it's gone into the right-hand stretch. Molden outside of the box, still move forward. It's a heavy touch. Henry Blackledge there to gather it. That's what I mean.
There's a delay there, isn't there? In reacting to that. It's just been frustrating to watch. It really is.
But then again, from where we've made 5 changes, do you think there's a lack of chemistry, and that could be reason for it?
I think the problem you've got there is a lack of communication between defenders and goalkeeper. And goalkeepers bailed them out a number of times. Now look here, Finn Walsh-Smith doesn't mess about. He's got it back to the keeper. It's a bit untidy for the goalkeeper, but he's done the job that was asked of him. He's done the job that was asked of him.
We know it's not one of his best attributes for Henry Blackledge, his distribution. But then again, that's where his defenders really should be helping him. Finny Smith into Casimir and plenty of space on the halfway line. It's not a great return pass into Michael Fernandez. Just let to Cordy flick it into him. Didn't really time it well. While Thompson now is strolling down his right-hand side, lays it into Kalawa, who is brought down. And Taunton have another free kick in line with the 20-yard box.
Again, it's clumsy, it's unnecessary, and it's given Taunton another opportunity.
Well, I've seen Glenn House just constantly shaking his head.
I
think he's getting a bit exasperated with it.
It's just an absolute lack of urgency at the back and not playing to the whistle. You just, yeah. It's just frustrating.
Around 5 minutes left to go here at the AI Stadium. It is still Gosport leading by 2-1. Taunton with the free kick on the edge, well, around the edge of the box. The cross comes in, hit away by Henry Blackledge. Comes to the edge of his 6-yard box to punch it away. And Finny Smith looked to try and get onto the end of the clearance.
That's brilliant work from Finn.
He's just won
well won.
Throwing, yeah.
Well won, and he won the throw. So I tell you what, that is what I thought.
Well, he's looked so assured since coming onto the pitch today. I think he's been the key change, actually.
Well, I did call it, but I also think that going forward, Gosport will look marginally better in the last 15 minutes as well. But they're still under the cosh massively.
Yeah. Thompson down the right-hand side, looking to go outside of Kaya Shaka. He does go outside of Kaya Shaka, and he does well enough to win his side a late corner.
No,
it was Kaya Shaka who went sliding in there, knocking it out for the corner. They're taken quickly, short into Thompson, returned back to Rice. Rice with a cross, goes straight into the glass of Blackledge. And once again, I mean, it feels like deja vu every time I say it, but well collected by Blackledge, as per usual.
Yeah, he's. I'll tell you what. I say it again. Without him, this would have been a very different game today.
100%.
Very different game indeed.
Well, such a young lad with such a bright future ahead.
Absolutely. Obviously, with the injury to Hall, it's had to be a good signing, and it has been.
Yeah. Well, this game so far for Gosport, very much a tale of two halves. The first half well controlled by Gosport, and two well finished goals from Casimir put Gosport ahead. But the second half, it's been very much resolutely defending and resolutely goalkeeping actually from Henry Blackledge. And Garlow tussling for possession midway inside the Taunton half, coming forward, the debutant. Can't get his pass through into Trevor Caborn. And Ngalo sticks out a leg, brings down his Taunton counterpart in Braid, and they win a free kick.
Yeah, just under 3 minutes here at the AI. Gosport still clinging on to that 2-1 lead. But it's going to be a very uncomfortable end to this game, I think, James. And I reckon you're probably looking at 3 to 4 added minutes with the stoppages that we've had.
Well, the free kick has worked to Rice, edge of the box. It's cleared away, though, by Kaya Shaka on the far side, out for another throw-in. Like you said, really not too much longer left to go, and Gosport not hanging on in there.
Not in regulation time, but I do think we're looking at 3 to 4 minutes.
Yeah, I think that would be fair. The throw-in taken into Rice, returned back to Thompson. The Taunton skipper coming forward, right into Rice. And a free ball can't quite reach Robinson. And still to mention, I mean, Taunton haven't made too many changes in this one.
No,
so then that's what I mean. If they were to choose, they've got a lot of fresh legs to bring on for the final few minutes if they were to.
But then, to be fair, they played really well the second half. Would they want to disrupt that by making a change?
They've been fully in control, haven't they?
They've literally only got about 90 seconds of normal time left. So that would be a bit of a gamble, and I don't think they need to do it.
Downward and into Casimir. Casimir looking to lead a counter-attack charge down the left-hand side. He is brought down. And a final touch, fortunately, coming off a Taunton man. So Casimir wins his side of throwing.
Right.
And I mean, even with these set pieces, it just allows Gosport to kill a few of those precious seconds now.
Well, they've got to be sensible at this point. It's going to have to become about game management, isn't it? Taunton are still banging on the door, and they will keep doing it. So when you get possession, you've got to be sensible with it. I mean, that's not sensible for starters.
We've gifted them a goal.
Minute 89. Gosport leading by 2-1. They've got possession on the far side, inside the Taunton half. Adam Tommaso left into Kaya Shocker. Shocker looking to get past his man. Or will he just take it to the corner flag now and try and kill out those seconds?
Yeah, this
Looks
is
like
what
he
they
will
need
be
to be
doing.
doing. This is what they have to be doing now.
Well, another young midfielder, but showing a little bit of experience there.
Just waiting for the board, which will be imminent. Here it comes.
6 minutes added.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, the referees indicated there will be a minimum of 6 minutes of added time. 6 minutes.
Well, we didn't want that, did we?
Wow. Okay. I think we all predicted 3 to 4, but 6. Okay, but it is what it is. You know, you deal with it, don't you? So it's going to be 6 very uncomfortable minutes for Gosport here. And it's going to be 6 very crucial minutes if you're of a Taunton persuasion. That's for sure.
Well, what do Gosport need to do just to nullify the relentless threat that will be caused by Taunton now?
The obvious answer is to try and get a goal that would kill it. But having said that, we haven't really looked like to score in this half, have we?
No.
So I think then again, it just becomes about game management once more, doesn't it? Finwell Smith there, I think this actually made some good decisions there. That was key. He thought about going back to the keeper. He saw the risk. He didn't do it. And so he turned to the outside and then just literally ran the ball out of play. So that was sensible from the young man.
Yeah, he's been tidying up a lot of the Taunton attacks. And it's been a reckless challenge there from Bray. I think it was Adam Tommaso who suffered a challenge there.
One, isn't he?
Yeah, it is Adam
I don't
Tommaso.
think anybody could argue with that one, I'm afraid. But
No complaint.
it's just one of those, isn't it? But
Once again, we don't mind killing those
Tommaso's down, James. Should we have a look at other games and see what's going on?
There's been 2 goals since we last checked in that
Yate Town 2-1 up. Wow.
Wow, that's huge. Yeah, Marlon Jackson converting from the penalty spot to put Yate Town ahead against Paul Town.
So let's have a look.
Bracknell also pulled a goal back against Sholin.
But
Giovanni McGregor.
How about the top 2? How are they looking at the moment?
Well, there's been no score update, so I just assume
So
it's
I'm
stayed the same.
guessing then now you're in a situation where the whole of the top 3 are losing.
Well,
That is
we will
very,
be able
very
to get you a
interesting.
live score of the table at full time. But before we do that, let's just see out this game. Let's get the 3 points and let's do our job.
Haven't now 3-0 up.
Wow. Ryan Seeger.
Seeger again.
He's relentless, isn't he? Very good.
But we're playing on here now whilst we had one eye on the other scores. But
Well, Thompson outside the centre circle. Adam Tommaso slips in front of him, allowing a gap to open in front of him.
I have to say, Paul, who does the DJing, is actually impressed with Lyle Thompson. But I'm not. I'll tell you what, I'm not surprised because Thompson's always been an influential player wherever he's been. So it comes as no surprise to me.
Well, like we alluded to at the start of the broadcast, had some great years with Truro.
He did, and then he's
And
been
now-
at Tiverton, and now he's at Taunton, and he's been a fantastic player wherever he's been.
Well, let's just hope he doesn't have too much left to do in the remainder of this game.
Well, Blackledge just dicing the danger a little bit. Yes, our Taunton.
That's cool foul if you saw that. Michael Fernandez slips over, but to stop Thompson making a slips, brings him down. Smart decision there from Michael Fernandez.
Yeah,
He's surprised if he gets a yellow though.
He just did.
Oh, did he get a yellow?
He just did. He just did.
You don't want.
You call that taking one for the team, don't you?
Yeah.
But,
I thought we tripped him. Yeah.
well, however you describe it, it stopped Taunton and got booked. So,
Unfortunately, nothing comes from the set piece. Cleared away by Gosport, falling to the Taunton technical box.
well, we're halfway through the 6 added minutes. Taunton still throwing everything and the kitchen sink at Gosport, as you'd expect them to do.
Charlie Vasmer goes charging in, winning his header, nodding it into Dan Wooden. Well, everyone's more or less back for Gosport aside from Casimir and Fernandez.
Casimir's on the halfway line, but every other Gosport Borough player is in. In fact, they're now all in their own half.
Well, he's going for a shot and in the end, blasting well over the Gosport crossbar. And that's what we want to see more of in the dying few moments.
I'm not entirely sure that was the best decision there, but
We'll take it.
Gosport won't care. So, yeah.
Yeah,
So
the birthday
into the last 2 minutes of the added six we go. Gosport still clinging on to that 2-1 lead, James, and it's been highly uncomfortable at times to watch.
That's what we don't want.
And I was just watching Glenn Howes. It looks like he's telling his side to go a little bit more narrow, trying to shut down all these counter attacks.
Well, they've got to, haven't they? They've got to be tactically aware at this point.
Another one bites the dust. Sweet Caroline on the break.
I think
Right here, right now.
Trevor Cable and down the right hand side, playing a through ball into Casimir. Will Casimir take it to the right corner flag? He holds it up, shielding the ball away from ours. He's going to take it to the byline, and the new signing shielding it in that corner flag. And good, smart play. It's two players shielding the ball away from the Taunton players.
Yeah, it's a maul.
Whoever's the strongest there wins, yeah.
Like a maul in rugby, isn't it?
Literally, a 3-on-3.
Free kick. Handball.
Well, Casimir did go down.
Land on the ball and
Still down for Gosport holding his leg.
He'll be all right.
Going
Okay.
second game, and Plymouth Park where doubled their lead against Uxbridge.
Well, to be fair, did what he needed to, shield the ball there in the corner
It's
flag.
just not our day today.
Although giving away a foul and doing so Taunton have a late free kick.
Game management, ultimately, you've got less than a minute to go.
I don't think I've got it.
Just debating the choice of full-time song over the PA, but that's going to be an interesting one, whatever Paul decides to do.
But the winner takes on.
Oh, nothing too controversial. I think Heroes is a solid choice.
Yeah,
If they come on, if it finishes.
Well, Malden with a free kick inside the Gosport half. And even the goalkeeper, Phillips, is coming forward for this late set piece. And when you're a goal down, you might as well just chuck the goalkeeper up for this late free kick. But the free kick, I'd say 5-6 yards into the Gosport half. Rice with a cross. It's going to be gathered by Blackledge to the floor. And he's done just enough.
I think that's possibly their last chance. We're into the 7th minute of added time now. Obviously, Casimir's added more on the clock by going down and staying down in that far corner. So that's about it now for me.
Blackledge clears it into the Taunton half, picked up by Trevor Cable. Runs in the centre. Cable goes to line. Cable seals the win. Pandemonium here at the AI Stadium. That is what you want. We have not had many opportunities in the second half, but Trevor Cable there to poke it home for Gosport. Trevor Cable doesn't score often, but that was clinical from the Gosport striker, and that is the word that sums up Gosport today. Clinical. Trevor Cable there and seals the win for Gosport.
Gosport in the 7th minute of added time. The scorer, number 17, Trevor Cable.
I mean, Germany. There was never really any doubt in that game.
Well, that's removed it if there was, but I'd say there was considerable doubt for me. Yes, he did. You know, but to be fair, that has closed it off. But I tell you what, up until that point, though, the game wasn't done. You know, Taunton were. I mean, you have to feel for them. For me, James, this afternoon, you feel for Taunton. They've had by far the better of the second half. Now, credit to them, they're still pouring forward. They're still coming forward as we head into the 8th minute of stoppage time here at the AI Stadium, and they're still not done. They're still not done, and fair play to them for keeping. This is Rice now, just on the edge of the area on the left-hand side. Slips. I'll talk to my colleagues, so let's finish and go home. But no, the players still want to get another one back. Now Gosport on the break again. Luis Fernandez, a brilliant run down the Fernandez now. Still goes past one player. Still on his feet, still has the ball, but he's been forced wide, and I think that's the end of the opportunity. And that should be the end of the game. And it is.
And there is the full-time whistle. Managed to hold on to the win. 2 goals from Hisham Casimir and then finished off by Trevor Cable. It's enough though for Gosport to seal the 3 points. The Taunton players dropped to the floor in frustration. Breathe, Gosport fans. It's another 3 points. We'll look at all the other scores from the Southern League, but it looks like Gosport will be heading up further up the table.
Great rescue weekend and
Well, we can finally breathe now, Jeremy. But that is how you secure a win.
my goodness me. My goodness me. Brilliant goal. One of the season's best goals. And just when they really needed it. Because I couldn't see that out, to be honest, until that last minute, I couldn't see that outcome being definite. Because yes, Gosport won the match, they've got the 3 points, but there's a lot to think about after that.
When we talk about Gosport throughout the whole of that game, the difference was today, Gosport were ruthless. They took on chances.
With their finishing, because the 3 goals have been really well taken. And that's ultimately done it. So it'll be interesting to see what's happened in the other games now and see where it all lands.
Well, shall we just look at the other games in the Southern League? Well, like we said, it has been sealed here. Gosport on the end of a 3-1 result. And looking at the other scores, we haven't had any more score updates. So as it stands, Town, Walton and Hersham, Gloucester City, all in losing position.
Up behind Gloucester now.
Yeah, and Farnham also looking to dropping points.
As well.
Currently holding 1 apiece. Wow, this could be some
I'll tell
day.
you what, we're now only, as things stand, 2 points off second. This is nuts. Now, Walton, we know, have got a bit of a cushion at the top. But looking at that now, all in second with 48 points from 26, Gloucester 47 from 24, and then us right up behind.
Yeah.
So ultimately, we've won the game, and that might just be a really, really, really crucial result today.
Also, one final note, I think he deserves all the plaudits. Didn't start, so he couldn't have had too much confidence, but when he came onto the pitch, added that energy, and he's added a last-minute winner. I mean, he didn't have too much to do, Trevor Cavon, but he certainly took his opportunity well, getting the biggest round of applause and a huge hug from manager Glenn Howes. That is because today he sealed the 3 points for Gosport. Henry Blackledge also coming off the pitch, another match hero today. Hisham Kasimou.
Yeah, I would say that Blackledge is my man of the match by about 4 miles. Not even close with those saves, especially the standout save being the triple save in the first half. You know, 3 world-class saves within literally a macroseconds of each other. That for me was a defining moment in this game, because if that had gone in, I reckon the complexion of the game would have been very, very different. But there's not all been positives, but you've got to take the positives when they come. And the positives are 3 points, and we've pushed right up behind second place now.
Well, certainly
Third and
do.
second.
Well, what a way to start 2026 here at the AI Stadium. Do you remember we've got plenty more games coming up for the remainder of the season? I was going to say that's not a good way to end the broadcast. Unfortunately, we have got a late goal back. And who would it be? Shaquille Gwenge from the penalty spot, perhaps securing a late point for the Dolphins. But Bracknell Town look like they might have scored a late winner at home to Sholing. Seb Bauman for the host.
That's a cracking game there at Berkshire, isn't it?
And also, if we can increase the gap between us and Sholing, even better.
Well, Farnham have dropped points at home to Evesham. At full time, also Tiverton 0, Camwell 2. But even the trouble is, if they're still playing at Poole, they're now going to be pushing to win it, and that changes everything. That changes everything.
Well, it was certainly an entertaining broadcast. We'll be back for more Gospel Radio soon. Our final words from us, as always.
But it's another one where,
Well, I think we might have to do the interview.